Oh, okay. Did you just stop playing the game for a while?
No, no, no. I played almost all of the seasons, but I think I skipped like one or two seasons. Right now, I played more other games.
Oh, okay. So you just don't take ranked as seriously as you maybe used to?
Yes, yes, yes. It's not as fun, but right now I come back to League.
Okay. Also, how do I pronounce your name?
Anything will do. So how do I stream on Discord my game, right?
Yes.
Uh, is it okay if I go mid?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm more experienced in top lane coaching, but
Yes, yes. I can play Illaoi top.
I mean, if mid is your main role, then that's fine.
No,
Really?
no, it's my main role right now. I'm more experienced as a top laner. I like bruiser champs and all like that. I remember Jax. I think still is pretty good.
Yeah, Jax is a solid champion. Yeah, struggles in team fights sometimes, but other than that, he's pretty good. So your gold right now, what's your like goal? Do you want to get back to diamond or do you want to climb higher?
Uh, uh, my goal right now is to next season get like a plat maybe, not a big goal.
Oh, okay.
So what's your goal in your Twitch channel? Do you like make TikToks or?
Well, my ultimate goal would be to get into the pro scene and actually get on a team, but for right now, I'm just working on improving and making content for like educational content.
Yeah, yeah, your TikToks are pretty good. So why top lane?
I like the 1v1 aspect of it. Like, I like proving that I'm better than the other player.
Yeah, because it's an island.
And back in the day, I used to hard carry games as top lane back in like season 3, season 4, season 5. Lately, though, it's a lot harder because everyone got so good. But then also, it's like I said earlier on stream, like there's so many things that prevent you from just straight up killing someone in top lane that makes it really hard to do so. Like even by the time that you find the one kill on your top laner, your bot lane has died like 3 times.
Yeah, yeah. I find top lane not fun as much anymore. I don't know why.
Well, that's exactly why. Like people are really good at not letting you kill them.
Yeah, yeah. Need to find new cheesy strats for me as a not so good player to win.
Well, luckily for you, since you're in gold, it's a lot easier to find solo kills on gold players than it is to find on like high diamond, master, challenger players.
Yeah, 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 true.
Often people just make really bad like positioning mistakes, or maybe they push when they shouldn't, or maybe they don't push when they should. You can also find kills just like hard shoving and then going into the enemy jungle and just catching their jungler out. A lot of ways to find kills in low elo. What server are you on?
It's it's like US, but with northeast. Northeast, yeah.
Oh, EUNE.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you think of Atrax right now? Pretty good or no?
He's fine. I don't think he's like. I mean, he's good, but he's not like crazy broken, and he's not super underpowered or anything. He's just in like a good, solid spot. The biggest issue that I find is that Aatrox has a really hard time actually doing damage if your opponent just knows how to dodge, or if they just have a lot of mobility. It makes it really hard to actually kill someone. Now, if they are just bad at dodging Aatrox abilities, then it's very easy to just like snowball and carry the game that way. But often I find that that's just not the case, or like I find it really easy to kill Aatrox players.
Yeah, yeah. I've tried it myself. I thought it was like in every guide you see it's S tier, S plus, and I tried it, and even the league tells you to build lethality, which I don't really like on top laners, but I still did it, and it went horrible.
Right, who are you against? Probably Urgot, but it could be Cho'Gath.
Wait, do I need to change in Discord?
No, no, it applies automatically.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's with Ignite. Interesting. Oh, yeah, yeah. Actually, I forgot about the teleport change. I think that changed a lot of top playstyle a bit.
Yeah, it just makes it so that you can't just easily kill bot lane anymore. That's another thing that makes it harder to carry from top lane is that you can't stop your bot lane from going 0 and 6. Okay, so since you're Illaoi versus Urgot, your level 1's not very strong and his is actually pretty good. So what you're going to want to do is you just want to let him push towards you. But you want him to like actually hard shove it. Like it's preferable if he crashes into your tower on wave 2. So you can kind of like just stand on top of your minions, and if he autos you, like let him auto you a few times to break your bone plating. Like use your bone plating as like leverage to have him push the wave.
So that wait 1 second. Так. Okay, so I just make him push into my tower, right?
Yeah, and then you're gonna play for aggressive trades off of the level 3. So wave 1 and 2, you're not gonna play aggressive at all, you're just gonna play passive, let him push to you. And then ideally on wave 3 it bounces off of your tower, and then you hit level 3, and that's when you start trading. So you can walk up for less hits, but don't hit the wave otherwise. Back up. And anytime our E is down, we don't want to be uh, in his range. So this is good. It's going to push into your tower, let it push. You need to let it crash. The reason why you want
Wait,
it to crash there is so that you can hit level 3 off of the bounce. But right now, he's going to hit level 3 first because of the way that you held it. You don't want to hold it in that position.
wait, really?
Yeah, that's kind of the
I
whole
just
strategy I was
always
going for you.
thought that in top lane you just freeze and you win.
No, it's not always a good idea to freeze. Nice. Fine. Careful. They're walking away. He can't kill you, but... Okay, so I would actually just recall here, get that minion and then recall, and then just TP back in. Remember, he's running Ignite, so if he catches you
Yeah,
again, he
he
could
can
just kill you.
easily kill me.
And TP back in. And now we can actually fight him because we have health advantage, we have item advantage. So I would not be afraid of him right now. This is the opportunity where you want to freeze. Now is when you don't want it to crash into your tower, so just keep it right there. And anytime he walks up, don't let him walk so far forward. You want to fight him. Nice, that's really good. Ooh, back up. He canceled your W with flip.
Yeah, played really bad here.
And now this is going to be really hard for us because he's level 6 and we're only level 4. I kind of wanted you to play it a little bit slower. And now the hard part is that we are going to have a really hard time fighting him because he's an entire level ahead. He has an execute ult. Pretty much you only want to like go for poke with your E. If he contests you, like trying to hit the spirit, then just back off. Like it's not worth taking a bunch of damage for it. If you can get a like free damage though, then go for it. Yeah, right there. Oh, if you used E instead of Q. Careful. If he flips us, we definitely die. Okay, he's a little bit overextended. Nice. Wow. Okay. Alright, hard shove. Then get next wave as well. Alright, now recall. We should not be pushing this. The reason you don't push that is because it's a full HP tower, so even if you get the plate, Urgot's going to be back in time, and now he has the health advantage and the item advantage. So we want to leverage the fact that we just killed him. No, 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 no,
It's
no, no,
better
no.
to
You
go
go
this
Divine
side.
Sunder. Yeah, Divine Sunder. No, Tank Illaoi makes no sense.
Well, I was just about to try it out after watching the guide from some Korean guy.
There are
It
some people who
goes
go like
Blade,
Gore
Blade
Drinker.
Cleaver and this Frost Fire.
Also, for future reference, you should be maxing your E instead of your Q. That guy's gonna die. Oh wait, no he's not, what the hell? Okay, whatever, that worked. Okay, we can hard shove. There's no point in hitting this guy, we're actually losing minions. Get the
Oh,
tower plate. Tower plate. Oh, you just missed it. Wow, we actually missed so much gold there. You can fight him, don't be afraid. Use your ult when LeBlanc comes in. Damn. Okay, so two things there. One, actually three things. One, Cho'Gath does not matter there. He's full HP, there's no way for us to kill him. Yi is too low to follow up on anything that you do. Plus, we don't have any tentacles lying around for when you grab that E. So it's better to just go back to the wave, because you're missing out on minions. Plus, since your jungle spawned Rift Herald, you should be able to just get the plate. Like, just walk towards the tower and get the plates before you go to the wave. You basically just missed out on like 400 gold just off of minions and tower plates.
oh, okay, got it. I thought I would fight Cho just to be like annoying.
No, no, it's not worth it. Careful, we don't want to tank wave here. Stop tanking the wave. Just let it come into you. It's fine if it crashes, it's not a big deal. But by tanking the wave there, you've lost like 300 HP just off of minion damage. And remember, you're against an Urgot. He can execute you with his ult. Plus he has Ignite. So the lower you are, the easier it is for him to kill you. That's good. Keep hitting. You can probably catch him with Flash W. No, it's too far. Okay. You just didn't dodge the pinnacle. Cool. And then I think we should be able to get Divine Sunder if we get this next wave. No, we can't. Oh wait, yeah, we can. Okay, just recall. What item does he have right now? Okay, he's got like half a black cleaver. You just hard win a fight versus him. As long as you hit your E, you just kill him. No, E first. Always E first. Okay, keep walking forward. If their jungler comes, it doesn't matter. We can kill them both. Okay, so right there, you didn't really need to overcommit your range to the Q. You kind of... You need to be more like spaced out, like max range of your Q instead of being so close. If he's able to flip you while you're charging your Q, you're way too close to him. And then once he did flip you, instead of like flashing out and using your E ult, it would have been better for you to just flash ult and then auto W him, and he would have died. The E takes too long in that scenario, and you already were going to hit your ult anyways, so you would have 3 tentacles regardless. Like, spawning a 4th one doesn't really matter.
Oh wow, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, like the spacing you tried to hit that Q, that's the spacing you need to be if you're trying to hit him under tower. Careful, your E just died, so you're not really in a safe position. You can take short trades like this, and that's totally fine. But you are in a 1v2, essentially. Oh no. Yeah, I think the safer play is just to get out. I think there's a world where you kill them both, if you hit your ult, but he silenced you before you could use it.
So what do I go now? This or Black Cleaver?
Honestly, I would probably go Hull Breaker. I think this is kind of a game where we ignore our team and just flip push. How many have they gotten dragon yet? Yeah, they do have one dragon. And yeah, the rest of their team is super fed. Yeah, it's definitely better for you to just split push and take pressure off of your team. We want to hard shove this as quickly as possible and get to the enemy tower. You can E the Urgot. Oh, nice try. Careful, we don't know where Cho'Gath is. He might still be in the bush. Yeah, he is. So we can maybe fight this. Okay, I would just go back top. What time is Dragon coming up? 2 minutes? Alright, like I said, fighting with your team, not the greatest idea.
Yeah, I don't know. He was just close. I thought I would make a difference, but Urgot just does so much damage to me.
Yeah, I think the main problem is that you're letting him catch you before you catch him. Like, if you're landing your E before he lands his, then you should be winning the fight. But a lot of the time you're walking up to him and just letting him hit you before you get a chance to do anything. Uh, do we have Hullbreaker in base? Yeah, we do. I would go ahead and just recall right now and get it. This is a terrible Baron. They cannot kill it. Yeah, just go back top, and then as Dragon's coming up, you should be able to get the top turret. Oh, he barely got it. Wait, where are you going? Go top.
I'm a bit afraid of an Urgot.
Urgot's not that scary. Like I said, just hit your E first, and you'll be fine. And if you miss your E, then just back off and wait for it to come back up. All you gotta do. All right, and then walk forward, try and land your E. Okay. That's E, alright. Flash W. Oh, that was the fake one. No. Honestly, you're probably gonna need Merc Dreads. They have a lot of CC and a lot of magic damage, so Merc Dreads is pretty good here. I would say probably Black Cleaver neck. The Cho'Gath is very, very tanky. Urgot's kind of tanky too. I would actually go mid and help defend with your team. There's one time where you kind of don't want to give up the inhib. Dang. No, you're hitting the wrong one. Back up, back up. We do not want to die here. If we die, then we actually lose the game. Okay, now I would probably go top. Careful. we lose the game there? I don't think we lose the game.
Yeah, he is gonna spawn.
Okay, so Baron and Dragon are coming up at the same time. I would say that you should go bottom on your respawn and see if you can get that tier 2 bottom. Okay, so as you're walking through the lane, I would put your control ward, or not your control ward, your blue trinket orb in the bush by Dragon. Yeah,
This
right.
one?
Yeah, that one. Okay, so we know they're all bot side. I would honestly just keep pushing. Like as dumb as it looks, like Yone's pushing top. You guys can't contest Dragon. Now you might have to recall if they go ahead and push mid. We can get this tower for sure. Yeah, it looks like they're going to Baron. I would keep pushing, and then when they get Baron, then you just walk away and recall in the bush. Push the wave, Ashe doesn't matter. You can't really do damage to you. You can actually, I was gonna say, you could ult and then kill her. Too late now. Run away, run away, run away. I think you actually had a chance to kill the Ashe when you landed the E the second time. Use your ult, even if it's not going to hit her, you get the like super fast tentacle slam, and then you could just like a flash auto E, you would just die. Or auto W, sorry. Can you teleport to your Yi? Oh, never
Oh,
mind,
he's
he
already
already got
there.
it. I was gonna say, if he needs help with it, you could just teleport to him and help him. Nice, that's good damage and armor shred. That guy right there is why we buy Black Cleaver. Protect bottom. Protect bottom. Make sure they don't get the turret. You can flash after him. Oh. Kind of let Vigor get into your range before you flash. Okay, well, we have 3 inhibs down. It's looking pretty doomed. At this point, all you can do is just farm and hope that you find a team fight that wins. Get the top wave, but at least you're getting the solo XP. Nice, that's huge. Oh, you guys killed Cho'Gath? He's gonna be dead when Elder Dragon spawns. If you guys can shove out a few waves and get to that Elder Dragon, you guys could flip it and maybe win it. It's gonna be pretty hard. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to contest it. So if they get Elder, you kind of just lose. All right, I would just buy whatever you can and hope that you can win the team fight. Okay, so I mean, there's obviously a lot of work to be done across the board. Like, kind of have to work on everything. But to me, the biggest thing was that you weren't positioning in favorable spots the majority of the time. Um, and like you didn't really know you didn't really know where to go, even when I was telling you like what you should be doing. You're like very unsure of like, should I actually be going there or should I be doing this?
Yeah, uh, this is actually the worst part of Illaoi, me playing Illaoi, is I get a lot of kills, like the laning is very good, but the like ending the game or other stuff when we are not ahead, I'm not really sure what to do. on this particular champion.
Well, often there's not really much Illaoi can do. Illaoi is a stat check champion. So basically, once other people surpass her stats, he kind of can't do anything. And that's what makes her like not so good. Now, if you're aware of like her weaknesses, you can still play around them. And that's why I said at the beginning of the game, you're gonna let Urgot push to you, and then let him crash into your tower on wave 2, so that on the wave 3 bounce, you'll be level 3, he'll still be level 2, and you can fight him with the level advantage. Do you have an EU West account by any chance?
No, it's permanent.
Oh, okay. I don't have an EU any accounts. I was gonna invite you to a custom game, but I don't really have an account that can join you. So what I'll do is, okay, I'm gonna show you real quick. The reason why I wanted you to let it push in this way. So let's just pretend that I'm actually laning versus an Urgot. I can't actually invite you. So obviously, like, Urgot beats us level 1, right? We can't really do anything about it. What we can do is, like, try and maybe poke him with Q. Starting E doesn't really make sense unless you have a bunch of tentacles already spawned for some reason. What you want to do is let him auto you in the minions right here. And the reason why you let him auto you is because you'll have bone plating. Once he activates the bone plating, you're not going to take too much damage, and these minions are just going to start hitting him, which means that their minions are going to start pushing towards you faster than your wave is pushing towards him, and so eventually it starts pushing this way, right? That's how you force the opponent to push into you, because you do want this wave to be under your tower.
But what if he doesn't right click me?
I mean, if he doesn't right click you, then you could just last hit for free.
Yeah. I mean, in the wave, in our Elo, it's when you're behind minions, people don't usually right click you.
Yeah, but he did, is what I'm saying. Like, he
Yeah.
literally did that to you. Wish I had a better way of showing this. Maybe if I... Hold on, I'm gonna try spawning a bot, and maybe that'll help things. But do you understand why the reason why I want you to let him push you is so that you can fight him when you have the XP advantage?
Yeah. I just didn't understand the crash. What you meant by that? I thought you meant like freeze at your turret.
No, you never freeze on like the first few waves. You freeze the times that you freeze in top lane is when you have an advantage and you can kill your lane opponent. But you're not going to be able to do that at level 1 or 2 or 3.
Huh. But I mean, I usually freeze because I can lose minions at my tower.
Not if you set it up correctly.
You mean the minions?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to let this Renekton push. Pretend this is top lane. Pretend you're against a top laner, right? Now, as long as he is not hitting you, then you're able to just walk up and hit the minions, right? But you still want him to push towards you. So you don't continually hit minions, you just blast it. Nothing more. And like, if he auto attacks you right here, this is good for you because then the minions start pushing faster towards you. And you don't want to take a heavy trade, like You don't want him to use all of his abilities on you, but if he's just hitting you with like one auto, it's perfectly fine. Like, even this was a little not pushed fast enough for my liking.
Oh, I think I get it. So, by pushing it near my tower, his minions die faster, and you get the level 3 faster. Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
exactly. And then if you're level 3 to his level 2, even though the matchup might not be good early, you still have the advantage, so you can fight him regardless. And like, it's not a big deal to lose a few minions if that means that you can set up a kill on your opponent. Because now what's going to happen is I'm going to be level 4 after I kill these 2 minions, and he's going to be level 3. So regardless of the matchup situation, now I'm level 4, and I'm just strictly stronger than him, you know? I have more damage, I have more armor, I have more health, because each level gives you stats, right?
Yeah, and especially in durability update.
So now, once you've set up the like trade, where you take a really good trade, now he has to back off, you have total control of the wave, so what you do is you slow push like this, you build up a big wave, and then this unlocks options. You can either recall and claim like your gold advantage item, or you can try and go into their jungle. Like, this wave's going to crash under their tower. So in that time, this guy cannot push back to your tower within like the next 30, 40 seconds. So you can walk into their jungle, you can ward. If their jungler's here, maybe you go for like some damage on them, or maybe even kill them. Or you can recall, spend the gold that you got, come back into lane. You don't have to burn TP if you have it, because the wave is still on his side. And then now, once I actually get back to lane, well, I have item advantage. I have Sheen, which is far better than his pickup, which is Boot. So I should be able to just straight up kill him, in theory. And, you know, it just depends on the matchup as well. Some champions don't actually have that much of an advantage, but you get what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, yes.
And so now, once you're in this position, where your opponent is so low that you can either kill them if they stay or they just have to back, this is when you freeze. You're still healthy, you have, you know, you're only missing 200 HP.
Really? I would push that and try to kill him on the tower. Maybe hit some ease.
It depends on the champion. Like, against Renekton, he can still set up a jungle gank really easily for you, so you have to make sure that you have vision in the jungle, know where the enemy jungler is. But also, if it's a champion, like let's say it's Kale, right? Kale outscales you heavily, so she actually wants you to push her under tower so that she can basically free farm. So it's better to force her to overextend so that she has to walk up to your minion all the way over here. And if she's here, look at how long it takes for her to walk back, right? Like, pretend I'm Kale. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It takes like 8 to 10 seconds for her to walk from here to over here. So that's a situation where you'd want to freeze. The situations where you want to push your opponent under tower and actually like try and like poke them under tower with your E. That's situations where like you know where the jungler is at and you know that they have no threat or pressure on you. Or if you want to draw pressure, like let's say you have your opponent under tower right here, you know, and you see, like, let's say, see the enemy jungle is on his way over here, right? On his wolves or romp or whatever. You see that he's pathing towards you. You can waste his time just by being right outside of his actual range. So, give me a random jungler, like... Shaco? Okay. So Shaco can only go one of two ways here, right? He can either be this way and then jump over this wall and like you, or he can go this way. So if you are playing towards here, this pocket, Shaco can never get onto you until he's already out of stealth. And if he's out of stealth, then you can just walk away from him, because he's not actually that scary. The scary part about Shaco is he jumps behind you and then puts a box down, and suddenly you have to decide whether you walk forward or backwards. If I'm against a Zac, you know, Zac could be standing right here. His range would go like somewhere right here, right? I would just play to this side, and if Zac jumps, he lands right here, misses me with the E, and then I could just walk away. The only thing I'd have to dodge is his Q. Or I guess he could flash ult, but you can also reaction flash to that.
And what would you recommend versus ranged top laners?
So, ranged top laners... As Illaoi, I'm not really sure. I don't play Illaoi that often, so I can't really say. I don't actually know where you would position for like a ranged top laner. Like, I don't know whether you want to be on your side or their side. I imagine it's easier for you to... It's easier for you to hit them on this side, because they have to decide between hitting you or hitting the minions, right? So yeah, it's probably better for you to be on their side of the map, like under their tower. And the only issue with that is obviously you have to have awareness of the enemy jungle. But if you're able to force them to split their attention between minions and you, then this is already like good pressure. One other thing I want to mention before I go is I noticed at one point, actually a couple points during that game, you would hit your E, you would do a lot of damage to them, they would take that damage, and then like a few seconds later you hit another E. When you actually land one of these, you can actually safely just ult, and so what happens is these tentacles will start attacking super fast because that's part of your ult. So even though like you're not in range to hit any of your abilities on them, just by having the ult going, the E is gonna... The tentacles are gonna do like a lot of damage regardless, and they won't be able to avoid it. I remember specifically against the Ashe over here, you hit one of these, and then like you just kind of let her get her health back.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to take the tower first or take her. Was a bit undecisive.
Yeah, and you had your flash up, so I was like, if you just flash auto W Q, she's just dead. There'd be no counterplay for her.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, did you have any questions?
Uh, uh, yeah, I've mostly asked them already. I'm a bit struggling versus ranged. I'm used to Timo, but others like Queen, I'm just really farming with Q and stuff. Can't really do much in this lane.
Um, are you saying specifically as Illaoi versus those champions?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Here, what I can do is add like a bot or stuff. Okay, so against range champions, I always do second win. You could probably go revitalize as well. Since you're playing Illaoi, you have healing built into your kit.
I'm not big on sermons. Broken bones teach better lessons.
So anytime you're against range champions as a melee champion, you're almost always going to go second win and Dorn Shield. And then every time they auto attack you, you're going to take damage, but you're going to get a lot of that health back through the Dorn Shield and second win passives. So notice the Dorn Shield says restores up to 40 health over 8 seconds after taking damage from a champion. Restoration increases when you are low health. And then second win, after taking damage from an enemy champion, heal for 4% of your missing health, plus 3 over 10 seconds. So every single time you get hit by an enemy champion, you're going to get a little bit of health back. So let's see this in action, right? Where's the MF? Okay, so I'm going to get autoed by her once. See? I hate the bots, man. The bots are so stupid. Auto attack me, please.
This is a great day.
Like to show this.
Minions have spawned.
Give it a second. Okay, there. So I took about 80, 90 damage, right? But by the time the Dorn Shield is actually done ticking, I actually really only took about 30 to 40 damage. So as long as you're not constantly taking like 3 to 4 autos at a time and you're just taking one, you can walk up, go for a last hit, and then walk away. So I'm going to show this right here. And even if you get hit, it's not a big deal. Look, I take that damage. Let the Dorn Shield and second win heal me up. And now I've only taken like 40 damage. Not a big deal. And the idea is that this gives you enough time to get to your power spike. So like getting to level 3, for example, as Illaoi, now you have access to all of your abilities, WQE. So once that happens... Oh, this is exactly what I wanted to show from last game. So I technically should hit level 3 first here. So now, if this guy was any sort of good, I can just walk onto him, because I have an extra ability and he doesn't, right? and that's the time that you would strike. Now, if you're against a real human opponent, they don't take as much damage there, but I mean, still, you are now in control once you take that sort of trade. And then we go back straight back to the decision-making loop. Do I go into their jungle? Do I go ward? Do I just shove and then recall? Or do I go for pressure under their tower? It really is just like the same 4 decisions over and over. You just have to decide how to get to where you want. So let's say I recalled. Let's pretend that I actually got a little bit more gold than I actually did there. Go plated steel caps. Get back to lane. And so now, even if she's auto-attacking me, I have plated steel caps, so I get like the reduced auto-attack damage. So if she tries to fight me, suddenly I can just keep walking onto her and there's nothing she can do. You can literally apply this exact same concept to a Quinn, a Lucian top, a Callista top. Exact same concept. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem. And you're cool with me uploading this to YouTube, right?
Yeah, of course, of course.
All right, well... Oh, he just left.